So this is ContentShake, and I'm going to be producing a piece of content for Foundation, which is my content marketing agency, using SEMrush's new tool, ContentShake AI. I'm excited to give this a go, and I want to see how fast, how quick this process can be to get to an asset that is actually worth publishing. So let's get into it. So I'm describing a few words around my business, what target places, target audiences in English. These are the channels. All right. So now let's go over to my content. Now, as you can see here, I've done a few here in the past. I'm going to try and create a new one. So I'm going to go to the home page here. If you've got a great experience, what would you like to create? So you can start by saying a title, a topic, or a keyword. What would I like to write about? I'm going to go with a basic topic about LinkedIn video. So LinkedIn video, what it is, how it works, and why it matters. I'm going to click generate an article and let's see what happens. So that's the title. The keywords that it's going after are LinkedIn video marketing, social media video marketing strategies. Interesting. I did create a brand voice, which is essentially like I uploaded some of my own content and it used that to kind of guide an approach on how I would like to sound. So I'm going to upload all of this. The text will address startup founders from the marketing guru, sounding somewhat casual, clear for college reading level. So it's giving me a good insight into what it's going to try to do. I'm going to click create I'm going to increase the word count. I've been finding, I'm going to go with 3,000. Let's push it to the limit a bit. What's this SEO boost? Heavier on the search data to help it rank better. This may take up to 4 minutes. Let's do it all, right? Let's throw some SEO boost on it. Let's add some relevant unsplash images, and let's create this thing. So it's crafting it. This may take up to 4 minutes. LinkedIn video, what it is, how it works, and why it matters. This process, let me take you back into time. I'm aging myself, but back in the day, I used to open up a Google Doc. I used to write in LinkedIn video, what it is. I'd write that title, and then I'd write intro, body, conclusion. And then I'd go back up to my intro and I'd be like, nope, write your introduction last. You have to come up with your conclusions first. So I would go into the middle and I would start formatting my ideas and I would start to like break down what I thought people would care about as it relates to LinkedIn video. So in the first section, I might say LinkedIn video stats, and then I'd start Googling and find LinkedIn video stats. And then I drop all the links to the various stats that I want to reference. Then I might type in LinkedIn video best practices. Then I'd think about what are LinkedIn best practices: long form video, short form video, vertical content, storytelling, brand content, all of those things. Then I might think of LinkedIn distribution strategies for video. And then I would write down some of those ideas around sharing content on your LinkedIn profile, your page, ads. And then maybe I'd have a section, understanding LinkedIn video ads. And then I break that all down. So all of these things I used to craft in a Google Doc. And that would be what I would call a content brief or a content framework. Once that framework or brief was developed, I would then go in and start filling in the different sections of that brief until finally I would get to a spot where it's like, okay, this is feeling good. This is a great idea. This is a great post. Now, along that journey, I would be going to LinkedIn, grabbing screenshots, plugging in those screenshots, putting those screenshots into the piece. I would find external links to prove that like I know what I'm talking about, all of those different things, add in the alt images, alt tags, all that stuff. Then I would say, what do I want people to do at the end of this piece? And I would craft a conclusion around the summary above. So I might tell people LinkedIn video is taking off. It's driving more and more engagement on LinkedIn than ever before. Brands need to invest in LinkedIn video. This is the channel that you need to not sleep on. And then I write my intro. And with my intro, I always strived for AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. So I hit people in the face with my first few lines of copy as much as possible. I lure in their interest in this video, or in this blog post, you're going to learn X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then desire, it's going to help you better understand how to create LinkedIn videos that drive revenue, drive pipeline, drive traffic. You ready to hear more? Keep reading. That's the action, right? So then from there, I would finalize it, pass it off to an editor, get the review, get their eyes on it, and then we're ready to rock and roll, right? And that's the usual process. Instead of doing all that, I can wait for 4 minutes, ramble like I'm doing right now on video for 4 minutes, and wait until this blog post is crafted using AI. Will it be as good as what I traditionally would create? We're going to find out in a second. We're going to see if ContentShake can do it. 4 minutes was the timeline. Time is still ticking. Time is still ticking. I'm going to press pause because I don't want y'all to just sit here and wait for a little while longer. So let's hit pause and we'll come back to this. Folks, it's happening. It's happening. Look. So here's the post. It's being written right now by ContentShake. It was only about 30 seconds after I pressed pause, but it's rolling here, right? Like this is the intro. This is the intro. It's now understanding LinkedIn video marketing. Okay. It's got a nice transition. Let's jump in. The rise of video. Whoa. That's shocking. I didn't expect that image. I see what they're doing with the images, but I'm not feeling the image. But the copy itself, the content is feeling good. The framework at least is feeling good. Understanding LinkedIn video marketing, the rise of video content on social media, why LinkedIn video marketing is essential for startups. Types of LinkedIn video content. Ooh, I like this, right? This is good. This is kind of like what I said, except for LinkedIn Live. Is LinkedIn Live still a thing? I don't know if LinkedIn Live is even a thing anymore. It might be. Can you still go LinkedIn Live? Maybe. I have to research that. Video ads. Where's this image coming from? I had a feeling that the images wouldn't be relevant because we're in B2B, right? Like, I think if I wanted McDonald's, what's this? What is this? Oh, geez. I think this is one of the things that B2B marketers can say, like, with confidence, will be the final frontier. Like, visuals, AI is going to have a hard time getting what we need from a visual lens. Like, what's the McDonald's? What's this? What's the hands for, right? Like, this is like but I will say, like, if you go, again, I'm dating myself, but back in like 2016, 2014, people were throwing this type of images in the content just because you wanted to break it up. You wanted to be able to provide visual readers with a better experience. But this is just a waste of eyes, right? Like, this is a waste of my eyes. If I'm reading this piece and I see this, I'm like, a waste of eyes. What's the point of me reading that, right? So there's a lot of eyes wasting time. This is like, come on. So the image is not landing, but the content format, let's go. SEMrush, look at this. This is solid. And the more images, this image actually makes a little bit more sense, right? I can buy into that one. Even this one, a little bit more sense. I feel like, are they updating images, or did I just miss those when I was scrolling through? Storytelling and emotional connection, crafting compelling LinkedIn content. It's about understanding your audience, delivering a message. The key is authenticity, genuine, sincere content. Every video should have a clear purpose. Visual and auditory elements are crucial. That's kind of basic, right? Like, talk about B-roll, talk about throwing something in the mix. But like, to me, this is a solid starting point for my content. Aligning video content, integrating video in your mix. Case studies. What's this? The campaign. Who are they talking about? A tech company. So this is where it's trying to create a case study, and it's telling me that it should be a case study. It's not actually a case study here. This I've noticed AI do quite a bit. So what we would do is we'd update this, right? B2B marketing professional relationships. They're just throwing stuff together now. Influencer partner. This is solid though. Future of LinkedIn video. AI, VR, of course. Emerging trends and innovations. Emerging trends in LinkedIn video are set to redefine. Personalized video. That's kind of cool. That's a cool insight. So we're almost at the end. And you're probably wondering, okay, Ross, like, what's your thoughts? Would you press publish on this? Well, the answer is no. The answer is no. I wouldn't press publish on this. But would I look at this and say to myself, this is a good starting point? I can turn this into something great? Yeah, 100%. This piece is being scored by ContentShake at 80%. So it's good. And I would say, based off of some of the materials and content that I've read online over the years, they're kind of right. It's good. Is it great? No. Is it good? Yeah. Because the bar for good is actually much lower than most people think. And I'd say it's a good piece, right? Is it great? No. Is it up to my standards? No. Would I press publish on it? No. But would I take this as a starting point and give myself an hour and a half, and say I can update this and make it great? Yeah, 100%. I now would look at this piece and say, I have a starting point for a post that is filled with images that need to be deleted, but ultimately a piece that I could edit, I could improve, and I can elevate in the matter of an hour and a half, right? And that isn't something that was possible before. That's not something that was feasible. What I love about ContentShake is that they will give you the ability to go right into that editor format and make changes, right? So I don't want this image, right? So if I want to delete this image, I can delete it, right? No shade to Alan, who developed the image. I'm just not a fan of it, right? I can go in here. I can say, I don't like this image either. So I can delete it, right? No shade to Sarah, right? But the rise of video content on social media, the digital landscape is evolving rapidly. The video content at its foremost users can now consider a platform. The trend is driven by the engaging, digestible format and the reality that video drives more time on site, which ultimately benefits the platforms who are monetized by ads. Yes, that's right. Ads are the reason why videos are taking off. The algorithm loves videos. Heck, people do too. And that's why social media platforms are capitalizing on this trend by integrating more video features into their experience. From Facebook to Instagram and now LinkedIn, video content is more prominent than ever. And then I improve this even, right? So that moment, what you just witnessed, is me turning this piece into my format, into my style, with my tone. And that is the final frontier, right? That's the final frontier of AI and marketing. So for me, when I look at ContentShake, when I look at this tool, I say, yeah, this is in a solid spot, right? Like it's in a solid spot for me to say, I can use this as a starting point to turn this into something great. I can do it directly into the platform. And what I also love is that they give you the ability to connect it directly to WordPress if you want to publish directly in your CMS. You can send it to Google Docs if you need a client to review it. Or you can share this platform directly to your client so they can read it and approve from that content, right? This type of technology is valuable. I will say 100% certainty. I think more and more marketers need to be tapping into tools like ContentShake. Check this out. So competitor data. Now, what they're saying is that we should gain inspiration from these assets, right? This is okay. I don't have enough context, I would say, to do what's going on. So it looks like if I click things, it moves it over. I don't really want that to happen. So I'm gonna, okay, so let me see. If I go in here, this is a cool feature, right? I hate the titles thing because I know what I want my title to be, but this is cool. So let's say I want more stats. So Goldcast has, according to 91, I want to see more video content. Ooh, that's gold. The fact that this is showing up directly in ContentShake is gold. But why should startups pay attention to LinkedIn video marketing, Let me see what happens if I do that. That's sweet. According to data, 91% of consumers want to. I'm going to give them the love on this one. Where's the link? There it is. Boom. So now I've got a link. What else? Quick frame, power play, business, then create ads. This is more good content. LinkedIn is getting more engagement. Okay, so do I have a section on, yeah, look at this, real time. But that's about LinkedIn Live. I don't know if LinkedIn Live's around anymore. Might be, but video length, measuring success. Cool. So here I might have a piece that talks about LinkedIn. According to research, LinkedIn videos, according to recent search, recent data, LinkedIn videos are shared term more times than content. It's important and we keep this type of benchmark in mind when creating our own goals and objectives around LinkedIn video. Right? So now I'm able to elevate this piece directly here without going to Google. I talked about this earlier, how I used to like write these pieces and then go to Google and look for them. Now it's all here. That's really cool. I do think there's an area in which I could go a little bit deeper through some additional research. That's why I wouldn't say like this is ready to go. But what's this going to tell me? Improvements. This is cool too. So my score went down. I went from 80% to 79%. I don't know why, but either way, add target keyword, social media video, use at least one. Cool. So it's a space. Oh, that's nice. I like this. I like this. Ooh, I love this. Too formal of a sentence. Too formal. Look at that. Look at that. That's gold. So this is cool because it knows the level in which I want my content to be at. I said a college reading level. So they're saying, instead of saying it showcase, where is it? It showcased expertise and fostered professional connections, demonstrating LinkedIn's influence on niche markets. Instead of saying that, make it somewhat casual, right? It's too formal. And I 100% agree, because the brand voice that I uploaded to ContentShake tells you, like, I don't want $100 words. So get rid of them. And they nailed that. That's pretty cool. Out of all the features right now, I'm most impressed by tone improvement. 302 ways in which I can improve my tone in this piece. Did they give me the reco on how to improve it? If I click rephrase, I wonder what would happen. It highlighted. Let's say simplify. Like, will that make it a little bit more formal? It showed skill and build professional. Let's try it. Let's see. It got rid of it. Let's see if this moves from 341 to 342 or if it stays 341. I'm not sure. But this feature, it stayed 341. I don't know if it went up or down. But that, to me, is great. Look at this. Too many complex words. I love this. This is gold. Rewrite this. Just not that readable. Out of all the features, this, to me, is the gold. This is the valuable one, because I talked to you folks about this earlier when I was talking about my process. I usually would then ship it off to an editor to find things like this. And this AI is trying to find it for me. And look how many they found. That's so cool. I love it. Now, after I've done that, there's a promote feature where I can promote things for Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. And it will create a post on my behalf. Let's see how these turn out. All again, directly into ContentShake. These are the Facebook posts that it's crafting. Ooh, image. So this is pretty cool. as somebody who loves distribution, this isn't going to work. Right? I like what they're doing, but this wouldn't work for me. I do like it, but it's not exactly my style. I think it all sounds pretty AI-ish. So I'm going to pause on that. All that said, let's go back to where I think the bread and butter is, the beauty, the gold, in my opinion, lives in this piece and the ability to create a blog post from scratch. ContentShake, well done. ContentShake team, well done. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so. You can create some good content in a one shot, right? Like you can one shot a decent article, but in an hour and a half of expertise applied to it, I think you can create something great. I'm excited about this one. I think it's in a good spot. I'm excited to see what else they do. And I encourage you to check it out. Talk soon.